Good evening. Welcome to BIBSTER'S Repair Shop. We're putting that pan on this old tractor tonight. First, I gotta open up this. So, got the gasket for, got the panel painted up. Gotta clean off that surface and do all that. So, and of course, I had the door open one day, so all of the leaves decided to collect right there, which is nice. Real nice. But yeah, we'll get this opened up. What you want to do on these two is you want to make sure you get them, lay them flat somewhere for a little bit so they don't have the creases and make it easier to install. Should have done that when they came in last week, but you know, I'm not a smart man. All right, we'll bring it back when we get all set up and start working. All right, so I got it all out. So I found in my toolbox, forgot I had it, with some of this multi-purpose adhesive. So I'll do that is I'll spray that down on the oil pan and then I'll lay this over it. That way, it should make it stick on there, because the worst part about these is, well, you saw how easy this thing moves around, is they'll, you know, you're trying to line it up in there and it'll slip out and then you're trying to fight it. So if you just glue it just a little bit, it'll hold it there and it won't take away from the adhesiveness. You just want to make sure you get the thing where it's going to want to go, lay right down on top of it. So, see how I do that here in a second. Do I have to shake this stuff? I'm not sure. Should I be doing this on my chair I normally sit on? Probably not. But, what's life if not without a few risks? Oh! That sprayed sideways. Luckily not on my phone. Hold on to me. That's good. That's good. Real good. Oh, good. Now it's already stuck in my hand. Just get that. Ugh. Apparently glue makes the tips weird. That'll kind of work. That'll work, I think. Maybe. Let's find out. It's got a good smell to it, so you know it's got to be good. You definitely want to be careful on this because these cork gaskets will rip, and then you're out the $16 you spent on it. You just kind of want to be careful with it. Like that. There we go. And now that thing shouldn't move. Get all kind of the wrinkles out of it. It should line up quite nicely. So we'll set that aside, see if that probably should do something there so it doesn't get sticky. All right, let me clean that all up. I'll bring it back. Well, I got them underneath here now, and I'm gonna have to scrape all this off like I did on the other one, clean all that panhole up. Everything else looks pretty good on this old motor. So we'll get that all cleaned up. Probably won't show you much of that. Maybe I'll show you a little of it. But I always just like using a razor blade. It goes back to when I worked at a transmission shop. Just get underneath there and make sure this drops. Oh, I was leaning against a leaf. Oh, it's dirt falling on the leaves. It sounds like there's like a mouse crawling next to me, but it's just crap from this thing falling down. So that's always good. What do we got going on there? The official Crash Radke mentioned me in a comment. Huh. Well, maybe he'll watch this video and see a shout out. Probably not. All right, well, I'm going to bring it back because this isn't, unless I get you in a better spot, but I'll bring it back. Yep, sorry about that. It would have taken me, still clean this gasket off. A, it is super stuck. B, someone was trying to get tased by the police outside. That was fun. There's this random couple, and I've heard them the other morning on my way, like when I was getting ready for work, and they must have been, having a night of good times had by all, and they were screaming at each other like the whole way down 14th, the road I live on. And it sounded like them today, but this time the cop showed up, and sounded like the cop was not happy with them. Neither was he. So that made it exciting. Anyway, I'm going to keep cleaning this gasket up. It's coming off pretty good. You can see over here it's all nice and just clean metal. So we'll have this thing back together before you know it. All right, so we got it all cleaned off. Oh, did I bring the RTV down? Nope. Hold on, I think it's on my side. What did it? Oh.
Where'd you put it?
I don't know. Is it up? Oh, I think it's up by the counter. Maybe. Let's go on this roll. This is good quality footage right here. Everyone check my main bearings out. Did I take it out with me? No.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I did. Oh, it's behind me. Wow. I've said before I'm a moron, but. So, I don't know if you can see. There's spots. I'll bring it here. There's spots where there's a different block. So I'm going to put some RTV in all four corners. And then we'll place it. So, to actually really get it in the way of when I'm going to actually put the oil pan up there. It'll be perfect. All right. So I'm just going to dabble. And remember, if you remember earlier in the video, like 2 minutes ago, we glued the other end on, which you want to glue it to the end that you take off because then it's easier to clean up. Because it's going to be stuck to that really well. So it, in theory, will be easier to clean up if you have to take the pan off again. Maybe not for sure, but it shouldn't be stuck to this surface. It'll be stuck to the surface that you can have on your bench and not be laying on your back with crap dripping in your face because your tractor's disgusting. Now is when you scratch all your paint up by flipping it around. All right. There's one stud on the back. Hold it there. Yep. Buddy Eric came over to see the episode of Cops that was filming out front, but we missed all the good shenanigans, so he did get a free trip, so that's exciting.
Yes, it is.
Let's get one in over there.
You know, a good farmer would have painted these bolts also.
Yeah, I'm not a farmer though, I'm a mechanic, so.
A good mechanic would have.
A good mechanic probably would have, you're right. But the worst part is if this thing still leaks, it's gonna outrage you guys over here. It's gonna be so noticeable. Like so noticeable. Ah! Try to get there.
There we go.
Oh, someone's
jamming out.
yeah. Oh wait! Don't jam out too loud. No one pretend you're not hearing that. I don't want to get. I'm gonna get copyright for that. I'm pretty sure if you have music lightly playing in the background, they can't hear that.
No.
If we just keep talking, they won't hear that it's. No, it's getting louder now. It's like they're getting closer.
They might be.
They might be. Hey, you're gonna get my video copyrighted. I didn't mean to.
Well, if they're like any mechanics, they can't hear half.
That's
half
true.
Of anything anyway, so.
That's true. It's not mad. I'd be okay with getting copyrighted for that.
Right.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure before you have advertising, all they're gonna do is like just take the video away.
Right.
They won't even because if you're monetized, they're like, oh, we can get some money out of this. But
so they just take the video down then?
a lot of times, depends on what that person wants to do.
Gotcha.
Some places will be like, yeah, we're taking it down. Some places are like, oh, we don't care. All right, well, we're gonna tighten these all up. That's something really that exciting to watch. We'll bring you back when we're done. All right, well, look at that. Nice clean oil pan. I forgot to get a filter today after work. Jeez, they're getting after it out there. And so I'm not gonna fire it up yet. I don't want to put any filter in it, but so I'll get her all filled up, and then my plan is probably go back to power wash it off again, clean it all, try and look as nice as possible. So a lot of dirt. I'll leave the hood off this time when I actually power wash it, and do that while it's kind of nice out. And then we'll throw it up. But yeah, so that should be Project Otis. Should be pretty much done. It's actually the reason why it's such a late video that my buddy Eric had stopped over. He was the one helping me out. He was in some videos when we were working on the 70 way back in the day, and he was helping me tighten that up and get that held. So we got talking as you do and swapping stories. So it took a little bit longer to get this one uploaded, but yeah, that worked out pretty well. Come down here. I really do like how this oil. How this is going to work here, where you can just unscrew that, check it, put that back in. That's going to be way nicer. Because I got one for this tractor too, so we'll get one put on that one too. So, especially for pulling, it's going to be not a lot easier to check that. But yeah, we'll probably go through a few other things on this quick just to make sure there's nothing else like ultra dumb on it that's not right. I think everything else should be fine, but we'll wrap things up here in a second. So yeah, Project Otis pretty much done for the at least the time being. We'll get it fired up probably tomorrow night with some kind of video. Probably gonna try and do a podcast interview. Hopefully I'll keep it a surprise. Someone to talk to. It's gonna be another racing one. I hope you guys like the racing stuff. I'm gonna eventually talk with Brandon from Dirt Gray and Steel about doing a podcast, and now that I'm actually doing podcasts again, I'm probably going to do one. I wanted to get a few under my belt, get back in the rhythm before I started talking to scheduling more out, just so that way, too, there's a little bit, bring that audience up a little bit. If you've asked about it, if you go to the About page, there should say podcast, click that link. If not, if anywhere you find podcasts, if you search, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's someone racing out there. Anywhere you get podcasts called Bibster Talks To. It used to be called Bibster and the Ginger. My buddy Alex and me used to start it off. So if you go all the way back, it was that kind of a show. Then I kind of did interviews, and then as it got busier in the summers, it was harder to film episodes. So like last year was literally I filmed until the end of April, or I recorded till the end of April, and I didn't record any till this last week. So there's some gaps in there, but there's some cool interviews. If you guys have heard of Vin Wiki, I had Ed Bullion on. That was a really fun interview. There's some other guitar-related stuff, interviews in there, which are kind of cool. A lot of people chasing their dreams. We talked to a mud racer out of Canada. That was like a year and a half ago. Geez, and now I'm thinking back of it. My buddy D-Rec, he's been on a few episodes. Those are always fun. So go back, give it a listen, see what you like. And more stuff's coming from the podcast. So my boys that are YouTubers, get ready. I'm probably going to be calling you about doing some interviews, which is fun. It's pretty easy. Just talk on the phone. No big deal. But we'll see you on the next one. Like and subscribe. Ring the bell. I know all YouTubers, it's like you have to say that, but it really does help. We're trying to build this channel up, and my goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2021. So if you're not subscribed yet, please do. If you want to share with your friends that might enjoy this wild content, it's crazy. Tell them, share it with them, be cool. And we'll do more story time. Eventually, once I get this tractor done, this will be the first one we do the tractor review on that we talked about. I just wanted to have one that was all done and all complete. So I could do it on this tractor, but it's going to be like, oh, here's where the hydraulic pump would have been. Here's where the belt pulley would have been. So I'll do it on this tractor because it's all complete. And then I'll do the one on the 70. And I got some buddies that have already... Flegel's already said I can come up and do his Alice's. I got a buddy who said I can do a bunch of his John Deere's, which I'm excited about because I have no idea about two-cylinder John Deere's. Like, I mean, I kind of the sort of how they work, but I want to get around one. I'm telling you, there's going to be one in the shop some point this summer. I don't care. Maybe after I flip this one, I'll buy one because I just want to get around one, check it out, see how they work, and learn more about it, and that's how I do it. So we'll see you on the next one. I've rambled long enough. Bye.